If these chants were about any other group, there would be hell to pay. But since it's about Jews, well, it's Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. I'm Stuart Allister. From ABC News, 150 arrested at New York University amid pro-Palestinian protest. NYPD says. What do you think would happen if a bunch of, well-meaning Republican men started chanting, "Burn Harlem to the ground"? What do you think the Biden administration would say? What if a bunch of college students from one of these Ivy League schools started to chant, "Burn, burn, burn South Central to the ground"? What do you think would happen? What do you think Joe Biden's response would be? This is not about anti-Israel. The mask has slipped. It has nothing to do with that. I am amazed at this. All right, before we get into it, why don't you wreck that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and press that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Boy, oh boy. More than 150 people were arrested at New York University on Monday night, police said, as pro-Palestinian protests spread on college campuses throughout the country. Students, faculty, and others. Stop right there. Well, that's interesting, ABC News. Students, faculty. Did I read that right? Students, comma, faculty. Is that how you pronounce that word? F-A-C-U-L-T-Y. Faculty, right? Faculty were arrested after school officials asked the New York Police Department to help clearing the plaza on NYU's Manhattan campus, police said. Many of those arrested were still being processed through the night, and most, if not all, were being released. The arrest came days after more than 100 people, including many students. Now that's another interesting statement. The arrest came days after more than 100 people, including many students. You mean they weren't all students? Wait a minute, what do you mean students and faculty? If you want to know why this is happening, that's your clearest evidence as to who started it. If you want to know why Christian campuses are not seeing the same anti-Semitic rhetoric, you're looking at it. Students and faculty were arrested. What in the world is faculty doing out there with the students? Well, if you're both blind, you both fall into the ditch. The people that are supposed to be teaching students are not teaching students. They're indoctrinating them. And so this is what you get. You have teachers out there. They're not trying to, quell, hot tempers. They are fanning the flames. That's why they're out there. So imagine that you go to one of these classes and your professor is telling you, "I'm going to be out there. And I hope you will be too." And imagine he gets out there and you're not there. What do you think that's going to do? What do you think that says about your grade? I'm being honest. This is, you talk about unacceptable. Like when you're supposed to be the adult, the voice of reason, you're out there. And by the way, here's the thing. Let's say me and my friend were driving down the street, and he says, "Hey Stu, I want some Doritos. I'm really hankering for some Doritos and a soda pop." Oh, okay. And we run across a 7-Eleven and we pull in, and he's driving, and he says, "No, you Stu, you don't have to get out. I'll get it all." And so he gets in there. He goes in there, and he's up there. He's in there for a while. For in my mind, it's like way too long. And then I see him running out with a bag in one hand, a gun in the other, telling me, "Start the car." At what point am I no longer along for the ride? At what point am I an accessory? It's one thing for these teachers and professors to it's one thing to teach them about history. It's another thing to tell them what they need to do. What are they doing out there with these people? If you want to know how we got where we are, you just read it. That's why we're here. Because these universities indoctrinate your children to the nth degree, and then they scream foul. See, they're all for free speech until "Make America Great Again" hats come to town. Then all of a sudden, all bets are off. No, you can't chant anything. So this is no longer protesting. I think that's my point. What I'm about to show you, this ain't protesting. This is something else.
You see what they're chanting. You hear what they are chanting. If they were chanting Hamas, Hamas, make us proud, burn Chinatown to the ground, or Hamas, Hamas, make us proud, burn Harlem to the ground, or Hamas, Hamas, make us proud, burn West Hollywood and Christopher Street to the ground, there'd be no question about this. You think we're dumb? These are not peaceful protesters. These are miserable, motherless scum. They act like they want smoke. These act like they want smoke. We're not dumb, okay? And you losers that are trying to say these are peaceful protesters, I don't know if you think that we're dumb. Maybe you're dumb. Maybe you're in denial. Maybe you're used to getting your way. Maybe you're used to no consequences. But there's consequences for people's actions. I get consequences. You politicians, there's going to be consequences for your actions. And these little shit stains on college campuses, there's going to be consequences for their actions. Throw them out. The professors that support this, throw them the out. That ain't free speech. That's inciting.
Yo, remember
you fucking piece of shit.
Wait, remember the 7th of October.
Never forget the 7th of October.
That will happen.
Never forget the 7th of October.
Not 1 more time. Not 5 more times. Not 10 more times. Not 100 more times. Not 1,000 more times.
No,
but 10,000 times.
That person there was saying that October 7th won't happen 1 more time. It'll happen 1,000 more times. Are you telling me that that is just, protesting? That doesn't look like protesting to me. That looks like something entirely different. What do you mean burn Tel Aviv to the ground. What do you mean, Hamas make us proud? You do know that the FBI has Hamas as a Teletubby, right? Do they know that? My guess is they do, and they don't care. Is this, I'm just curious, what would happen if that happened in, I don't know, they were chanting about South Central LA, Watts, California, Compton, California? What would happen then? Do you think the Biden administration would have something to say? Let me tell you something. They wouldn't be talking about nuance. I mean, there's nuance. This is a look. If you want to know how we got here, it's because the faculty, it's the teachers, it's the professors, it's these administrations. That's how we got here. My guess is these students, they didn't go to the colleges with these ideas about Israel, but they got to these campuses and they were inundated with propaganda. Man, I don't. When Michael Rappaport says that there will be consequences, I wanted to make something really clear. I think the consequences are going to be no more funding. Kraft, the New England Patriots owner, said that he is considering pulling funding from his alma mater, Columbia. They're calling for the president's resignation now. The board of, I guess all of the universities have a board that they all get together and they want to censure her for calling the police. No. Understand that. When she called the police and said, hey, get that encampment out of there, they censured her. And pretty much said, how dare you tell students they can't say what they want to say? Pitch tents where they want to pitch tents. And kick people out that they want to kick out. How dare you? Now, we're not going to fire you, but we're going to censure you, and now they're calling for an outright, you're out. That tells you where the universities are, where they stand. These are not rational people. These are people who don't like Jews. And whenever you're hearing stuff like, hang on a second, because you just look at what it says. We want justice. You say how? Burn Tel Aviv to the ground. Hamas, we love you. We support your rockets too. Do you think this is just another peaceful protest? No. These kids, that's not what they meant at all. I'm telling you, it's not about Israel. It's about something far more sinister. I gotta tell you, if I am in a position to, hire these people, there's no way. You see, because it's one thing to have a difference of opinion. That's one thing. In fact, I encourage that. You want to debate? about Israel and whether or not we should be supporting them financially, whether we should support their war efforts. If you want to debate about, absolutely, let's have a debate. Let's talk. This ain't that. This is saying they want to snuff out a group of people. I'm not okay with that. You shouldn't be either. All right, that's it for now. Hey, if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.